Imagine you're stranded on a deserted island with everything you need: water, food, shelter. But in your pocket lies a gold bar worth millions. On that island, it's worthless. Now, imagine you're rescued. That same bar instantly becomes valuable again. This paradox reveals something profound. Gold isn't valuable because we need it to survive. It's valuable because we decided it was. And that decision transformed entire civilizations. Today, 1 kilogram of gold buys a brand new car. Thousands of years ago, that same amount could purchase the most luxurious possessions of that era. Why does this metal, which you can't eat, can't drink, and doesn't directly keep you alive, command the obsession of nearly every civilization on Earth? Throughout history, millions have crossed oceans and risked their lives searching for gold. Wars were fought over it. Empires rose and fell around it. Yet if you examine gold from a scientific perspective, it's just a chemical element on the periodic table. It's not the hardest metal or the rarest element. Many elements are far rarer, yet they don't hold anywhere near its economic value. This tells us something crucial. Gold's value doesn't come from scarcity alone. To understand why gold became wealth's symbol, we need to travel back billions of years to our universe's violent creation. The answer to gold's value doesn't begin on Earth. It begins with cosmic catastrophe. Before gold became jewelry or currency, it was the product of some of the rarest events in the universe. Every gold bar sitting in a bank vault carries a history older than any human civilization. When you hold a gold object, you're touching matter created from ancient cosmic disasters. Right after the Big Bang, the universe created only hydrogen and helium. Heavy elements, like gold, didn't exist. They required extreme conditions to form. For hundreds of millions of years, the first stars formed from giant clouds of gas. Inside their cores, extreme pressure and temperature transformed hydrogen into heavier elements. But when a star creates iron, it reaches its limit. Creating gold requires something far more violent: the collision of two neutron stars. Neutron stars are incredibly dense remnants from massive star explosions. A teaspoon would weigh billions of tons on Earth. When two neutron stars collide, the energy released creates perfect conditions for ultra-heavy elements like gold, platinum, and uranium. Scientists call this rapid neutron capture. Every gold atom in your jewelry was born from one of these cosmic collisions billions of years ago. After the impact, gold and other heavy elements scattered into space as massive clouds of matter. Over time, these materials mixed into nebulae and became building blocks for new generations of stars and planets. Our Earth formed from these ancient materials. In other words, gold was present when our planet was born. But here's the puzzle. If gold has been here since Earth's creation, why is it so rare today? The answer lies deep beneath our feet. When Earth first formed, about 4.5 billion years ago, our planet was a massive ball of fire. Most matter existed in molten form. In these extreme conditions, elements began sorting themselves by weight and density. Lighter elements rose upward, while the heaviest elements sank toward the core. Gold, being one of the heaviest elements, participated in this enormous separation process. Scientists believe that most of Earth's gold sank into our planet's core billions of years ago. If we could access all that gold, humanity would possess more than every mine ever worked combined. But Earth's core lies thousands of kilometers beneath us, at temperatures and pressures that far exceed our current technology. This means most of our planet's gold remains beyond human reach. So where does the gold we mine today come from? Many scientists believe that after Earth's core formed, our planet was bombarded by metal-rich asteroids for hundreds of millions of years. Only these impacts brought additional gold to Earth's outer crust, the layer we can access. Some of the gold we use today is essentially a gift from wandering space rocks that crashed into our ancient world. Even so, the amount of gold in Earth's crust remains incredibly small. If you collected all the gold ever mined throughout human history, it would form a cube with sides only about 30 meters long. Gold is rare not just in nature, but even after thousands of years of continuous mining. Yet, rarity alone doesn't fully explain gold's story. What makes gold unique is something more remarkable. It possesses an almost perfect combination of qualities for preserving value across time. First, gold is virtually immune to corrosion. It doesn't rust or tarnish. Gold doesn't react with air or moisture. A gold object buried underground for thousands of years remains nearly perfect. This is why treasures from ancient civilizations still shine brightly today. Second, gold is instantly recognizable. Its distinctive color cannot be confused with other metals. Before modern technology, this visual identification was an enormous advantage. Third, gold divides perfectly without losing value. You can break a gold bar into hundreds of smaller pieces without changing its worth per unit. This made gold ideal for everyday transactions. Fourth, gold is remarkably durable, yet incredibly malleable. A single gram can stretch into kilometers of thread or become nearly transparent. This made gold useful for jewelry, art, and eventually modern technology. But the most important quality is gold's perfect balance between rarity and availability. If gold were too common, it would lose value. If too rare, humans couldn't use it in commerce. By extraordinary coincidence, gold sits perfectly in the middle. This rare balance allowed gold to defeat countless competitors to become the world's currency. When ancient Egyptian kingdoms ruled, gold was the metal of gods and supreme power. Massive gold reserves became the economic and political foundation of entire empires. Mediterranean civilizations continued developing gold's role in trade and governance. A major turning point arrived when coins were minted with carefully controlled weight and purity. Suddenly, traders didn't need to weigh gold in every transaction. Value became standardized. The Roman Empire transformed gold coins into a powerful economic tool with influence across thousands of kilometers. Over time, gold became the measure of value that multiple civilizations recognized together, despite speaking different languages. A merchant might not understand his trading partner's language, but both understood gold's worth. This was when gold transcended being merely a precious metal. It became humanity's common economic language. As trade expanded, transporting massive gold reserves became dangerous and expensive. Banks emerged as trusted repositories. Instead of carrying gold, owners received paper certificates confirming their gold's storage. Over time, these papers were used directly in transactions. They were simply more convenient. This was the foundation for paper money. Many nations adopted the gold standard. In this system, each unit of currency represented gold held in national reserves. Governments couldn't print more money without sufficient gold backing. This mechanism created trust in currency. During the 19th century, the gold standard became the foundation of international trade. Businesses could trade across borders more easily because currency values remained stable. For many decades, the gold standard anchored the world's financial system. However, global economies kept expanding while gold supplies grew slowly. When wars erupted, nations needed enormous spending for military and industry. Many governments printed more money than their gold reserves backed, just to sustain their economies. After 2 world wars, the gold standard showed serious limitations. Yet, gold didn't disappear from finance. In 1971, a pivotal moment changed the world's monetary system. The US dollar officially ended its direct conversion to gold. For the first time in modern history, most of the world's money was no longer directly backed by gold. Many people predicted gold's role would quickly end, but something surprising happened instead. Gold remained, and remains, intensely desired by nations, organizations, and investors. To understand why, we must examine what truly gives money its value. Modern paper currency has value primarily because billions of people collectively believe it has value. Our modern economy runs on collective trust. Gold operates by the exact same principle. Its value is reinforced by trust that has existed for thousands of years. Yet gold has a crucial advantage. It doesn't depend on any government or central bank's promise. When war, inflation, or financial crisis emerges, demand for gold typically surges. In these moments, gold is seen as preserving value better than most alternatives. This is why the financial world calls gold a safe haven asset. Central banks and individual investors both buy gold. Nations view it as insurance against unpredictable economic futures. Even in an age of digital payments, gold maintains its special position. Thousands of years have passed. Technology has transformed. Currency systems have changed. Yet, faith in gold persists. Perhaps gold's true value today lies not just in the metal itself, but in its history. It represents the longest-running success story humans have collectively told themselves. Here's what's remarkable. Most gold ever mined throughout history still exists somewhere on Earth. Unlike oil that's burned away or food that's consumed, gold persists. This creates an enormous reserve that flows much more slowly than most assets. But what if someone discovered a source of gold so massive it changed everything? Imagine geologists announcing an enormous gold mine, larger than any found before. Markets would react instantly. Governments and investors would face shock. Many would think finding more gold means the world becomes wealthier. But asset value depends not just on supply, but on rarity itself. If gold supplies surged, while demand remained unchanged, gold prices would face serious pressure. During gold rushes, hundreds of thousands flocked to distant regions seeking fortune. Yet even the largest rushes didn't destroy gold's value. The reason? Newly mined gold remained relatively small compared to all existing gold. Most gold ever mined still exists as jewelry, coins, or reserves. If humanity discovered nearly unlimited gold, everything would change. The scarcity forming gold's value foundation would weaken. However, discovering enough gold to fundamentally change global markets remains highly unlikely. Gold is rare not just in Earth's crust, but also extremely difficult and expensive to mine and refine. These natural limits have helped maintain gold's value throughout human history. After examining all physical and economic factors, what remains the deepest reason gold has been treasured for thousands of years? From a physics perspective, gold is simply a chemical element with atoms arranged by nature's laws. From a geological perspective, it's a rare material formed across billions of years. From economics, It's an asset with limited supply and worldwide acceptance. But no single factor fully explains gold's unique position today. Throughout history, many materials were rare. Many were durable. Many were beautiful. Few possessed all these qualities simultaneously. Gold sits at the intersection of rarity, durability, recognizability, and commercial usefulness. This rare combination helped gold defeat countless competitors over thousands of years. Yet, there's something more important than physical properties: human belief. Gold's value lies in society's collective perception. A gold bar has value because billions of people believe it has value. Gold is one of humanity's longest-running success stories. From Egyptian pharaohs to Roman merchants to modern investors, countless generations inherited this belief. Each generation reinforced gold's status through accumulating and trading it. Here's what's remarkable. Gold produces no income, pays no interest, and doesn't generate new value. Yet it remains one of humanity's most important assets. Perhaps that's because gold represents something humans eternally seek in an uncertain world: stability. Empires collapse, currencies change, technologies become obsolete, but gold endures. This permanence might be the deepest reason gold has been treasured throughout human history. So here's the final question. In an age of digital currency and artificial intelligence, will gold maintain its special status, or will a new asset eventually replace it? That's the question we leave with you. *** word count. 1,980 words. ******. Duration, approximately 22 minutes. At 90 words, minute, ****.